Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly love reading. So this is going to be for the dates today, which is Monday, February 18th, going all the way until Sunday, February 24th. And so this is going to be for any kind of a soul connection that you feel with another person. Maybe you label this person as a twin flame, a soulmate. Maybe you don't even know what kind of connection it is, but that's okay. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're just going to be focusing on the energies between you and another person. So I am going to break it down as in the masculine side and the feminine side, but those things can be interchangeable. Females don't have to be feminine and masculines don't need to be male. So just however it resonates with you, just take it that way. And as usual, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, I really don't need to hear it. Just click off of the video. It's super simple. That just means that I was not tapped into your energy this week, or I will never be tapped into your energy. So unsubscribe right now if that's the case as well. So as usual, we're just going to go ahead and go through the reading, and I'll introduce the cards as I'm shuffling them. I'll list everything in the description box below. If there are any of my cards that I've created, I'll put the links for my Etsy shop. If you guys are international though, you'll need a special link to order them. So just email me and I'll send that link to you. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I do have the cats in the room, so they're kind of running around. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on the masculine. Sorry, let me just move Tiggs real quick. He's got a string here that he loves to play with. Come on. Okay. Masculine's energy. Let's do it. So let's see where the masculine is at this week. His overall energy coming into the week. This right here is called The Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. Of course, Tiggs wants to play with his string right when I start this video. Come on, Tiggs. Okay, masculine's energy for the week. Wow, Lady in the Mirror. This is what I'm getting, you guys. I am really getting, obviously, that the masculine is in this reflection mode. Okay, he is looking at himself, perhaps, maybe in a non-judgmental way. But it says the Lady in the Mirror. I've really got to be just completely honest with what I'm getting, especially if you view this person as like a twin flame. Mirroring is definitely something that happens when it comes to twin flame connections. But again, I'm not here to label it for you or anything like that. They're seeing something about themselves and they're reflecting on you this week. That's just what I'm seeing here. You guys are really, really thinking about their feminines this week. So let's go ahead and dive into what this is reflecting back at them. What are they thinking? What's going on in their headspace? What's coming up for them? Let's see what this looks like. Let's go into John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for this. What is the masculine reflecting when it comes to his feminine? Because that's what I am feeling with this energy here. What is he thinking? Oh my. Well, so there could be a variety of things that he is thinking about. First of all, the devil's energy can be, I'm very tempted. This could be obsessive thinking. This could be thinking about sex. This could be thinking about, just that energy, the very carnal energy that the masculine may feel towards his feminine. So it could be very sexual, as in he wants his feminine this week. But he's also thinking about perhaps maybe certain things that happened or transpired between the two of them, because it does say reflection. So we're reflecting on the past. We're reflecting on things that have already happened. So I really feel like this is definitely past energy for sure. But yeah, really reflecting on this energy for some sort of reason. So let's go ahead and get two more cards to clarify. We have the Seven of Pentacles with the World card. Okay, so they're thinking about perhaps something that happened, something that maybe wasn't the greatest. Maybe they did something or something happened between the two of you that caused maybe the growth to just stop. As in we stopped planning, we stopped working towards a goal. And it could be that a cycle closed out between the two of you as in the past. But what they're reflecting on is they're reflecting on something that ended is what I'm getting for sure. They're reflecting on maybe perhaps something that they were patiently planning and working towards their goals. For some of this, some masculines, this could be money oriented, because I also see the devil as a card of materialism. Somebody that's very caught up in their ego and the material world, just trying to build their career. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this person could have been very obsessed with their career. Okay. And maybe they have kind of gone off into the world and did what they needed to do. And now they've kind of come full circle. And now they're starting to reflect on their feminine again for some reason. So feminines, if you're watching this video, it could just be that your masculine is now kind of starting to think about things in terms of what you guys built up before and then where it kind of stopped, and thinking about maybe what you guys could have had but didn't have. I need more clarity on this. Let's go ahead and clarify. I'm not using reversals in this deck today. This is called the After Tarot. I need clarification on all of these things with what the masculine is thinking or reflecting on when it comes to this feminine. I just feel like it has something to do with his actions in the past in which you guys were trying to build something and he closed out a chapter or went off in another direction. So this ended things, but he has not let go of this connection. He still thinks about his feminine. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Devil. Yeah, he wants to bring justice to the situation. So this, feminines, if this is for in your situation, if your masculine did something to you, it's kind of like he did something based out of his ego or his fear, or he was very caught up in the material world and he was basing his decisions at that time based on that. But I'm getting here that there's a little karma. There's a little bit of karma that the masculine is kind of dealing with or has dealt with when it has come to you. So it's kind of like the past is coming back to bite the masculine, or he's seeing you in the mirror, as in he's thinking of you and he's reflecting on this time where maybe there was some sort of injustice in the situation. What's the Seven of Pentacles energy about? Oh, see, look at this, you guys, the Devil. See, there's definitely an energy here of what the actions that somebody took. And again, major energy of desire and obsession that the masculine is feeling towards the feminine this week. Come on, Tiggs. You know, so there's that energy that exists. But his own obsessive thoughts concerning materialism got in the way of this connection, or it could just be that other just desires at that time. I just, for some reason, you guys, this is past energy for me. It's not present. Even though, yes, we are looking at what's going on presently for the masculine, this is what he's reflecting on, and this is the past that he's reflecting on. So I hope that that makes sense. I don't want to confuse anybody. But he's reflecting on a time where you guys were maybe building towards something and then something happened. He either went off and did something else, or was just kind of operating from his lower self or his ego at the time. And maybe there was some sort of cheating or sex involved or something like that. So let's go ahead and get the energy for the world. Wow. Yeah. There's something about a cycle now. Whatever chapter was closed, something is moving again. This connection, your masculine's thoughts about you and this connection, this injustice, the past, whatever was closed before, the wheels are turning again in the masculine's mind. He is reflecting. He is thinking of his feminine this week. And there's something about karma. When I get justice, the judgment card, or the Wheel of Fortune all in the same reading, you know, or just at least two cards together, like I'm seeing justice and Wheel of Fortune, this definitely has something to do with karma. It also has something to do with fate and destiny. So it's a part of the masculine's karma that he is kind of coming full circle after clearing some sort of cycle, to where he's now tapping back into things that maybe he did whenever, however long ago that was, way back then, and kind of having to deal with it now. It's kind of like when you look in the mirror, you can't run away from yourself. You can't run away from this energy. You can't run away from your past. You can run, but you can't hide. That's just what I keep getting for the masculine. And he may have tried to shut this out for a long period of time, but there's some kind of a connection that he still feels with his feminine, and he can't deny it anymore. All major cards here. Look at this, you guys. So this is like major cycles, major energy that's with the masculine that he is reflecting on. I mean, this is powerful stuff, you guys. And I'm going to have to put Tiggs out because I believe that he's just making noise at this point with the camera or the speaker. All right, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and let's tap into the feminine. What's going on with the feminine this week? Okay, because like it looks really intense for the masculine. Most definitely. So I'm just going to put these over here. If I need to refer back to them again, I will. Let's go ahead and see the energy for the feminine, okay, for this week. Very interesting. Where's the feminine at this week? She's patient. She's still. She's taking a rest. she might not be trying to do anything right now. It's kind of like the masculines and some pretty intense energy. So she's just kind of sitting back maybe, you know? So let's go ahead and shuffle these decks. This is the Before Tarot. And we'll go ahead and tap into the Psychic Heart and Tarot Oracle cards for her energy. Where is the feminine at this week? Yeah, she's just seriously just taking a rest. That's a hangman's energy. Just taking a serious rest. Just chilling, taking some time to observe in the stillness, taking a pause, taking a break. Oh my gosh, the masculine and the feminine are mirroring each other this week. There's something about embracing some sort of a closing of a chapter and embracing a new cycle. So there's some kind of a major closing of a cycle going on with the masculine and the feminine this week. Very interesting. And we have the Five of Swords. I'm just getting here that the feminine, rather than going towards energy that's not going to serve her, such as trying to either control a situation, trying to communicate, trying to change something right now, there's too much of a struggle or too much of a challenge, or people are just not on the same page. So instead of trying to do anything, she's just going to go ahead and be in that stillness, that energy of just observing. She's not trying to participate in conversation. She's not trying to participate with doing anything. She's just going to withdraw and see what happens. That's the feminine's perspective right now. That's what I'm getting here. So let's get a card for observe. Oh my gosh, see? Look, the world again. Wow. So the masculine got the devil 2 times. The feminine's getting the world. She's just going to let something just kind of just cycle through. She's not worried about it. She's just basically letting things come full circle, letting things conclude. She's got faith that that's just the way to go about it. And I'm just seeing feminines that that's really the way to go about it. And that's what Spirit is really confirming for you today, that you have just kind of let go. You've pulled out of a fight. You've pulled out of struggling when it comes to perhaps this connection. And so instead, you're just embracing whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. That's your attitude. Whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. Yep, that's the clarity that you've received. This is the action that you're taking. This right here is, you know, this, your awareness, your level of awareness is to let go and just kind of let things be, and whatever's meant to be is just going to be. It's not like you're going to not do any work or do anything, but you're tired of fighting. You're tired of being in that Five of Swords energy. If you were in that energy before, you're tired, which is why you're in that resting tree energy, patience and still. So it's almost like this energy is serving you better moving forward instead of this Five of Swords energy. Yeah, now we have the Three of Cups. So instead of fighting here, you're just pulling away. You're pulling away out of third-party situations, if some of you have been dealing with that, or you're pulling away from connections that are no longer serving you. The Three of Cups is a card of community. The Three of Cups can also be an energy where we want to come together, we want to reconcile, we want to have some sort of reunion. So if this has to do with the masculine, again, you're pulling out of that energy. You're not trying to push this agenda. You're not trying to make this happen. You're just basically letting go, and you're letting things naturally close and letting new cycles that are meant to be open up. So I really see that the feminine's energy is really, really calm this week, and the masculine's energy is actually very intense this week. And maybe it needs to be that way. This energy may cause the masculine to perhaps do something. So why don't we go ahead and see specifically, what does the masculine want? What is the energy that is surrounding this this masculine this week? What is his energy towards his feminine? I mean, we already see that there's energy towards the feminine because the Mirror card came up, the Lady in the Mirror. But let's see what things are coming up as in, what does he want to do? What does he want to say? So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and get into these Twin Flame Messages cards, and we're going to clarify them with the Twin Flame Oracle cards. And then I kind of want to see what the masculine is afraid of this week as well. What is he afraid of? What is he hiding? We're going to get that with the Twin Flame Shadows here. So I'm just going to put this one right here, just as a little extra card. Oh my gosh, look at that. Fear. Well, the masculine's definitely in fear this week. Sorry, this is cat hair, I think. Definitely in some sort of fear this week when it comes to this connection. For sure. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what that fear might be Ooh, interesting. Sell out. What I'm getting immediately here is that the masculine may have sold out before. He may be selling out now. Whatever this is, this just means that we're selling out to our fears. We're selling out to the material. We're selling out to what other people think. What we feel like we need versus what we want instead. There's some kind of a fear about selling out. So if this is past energy, because I really feel like the masculine has been very much in his reflective mode about the past, and we did have all of those cards about ego and fear and materialism and things like that. And so it could be that the masculine sold out back then whenever he was dealing with his feminine. He sold out to some sort of other situation. And sometimes that can even indicate staying stuck in relationships that are no longer serving us, staying stuck in situations that are just safe and just easy, codependent situations, because that can also represent the devil's energy too. So out of fear, somebody's selling out. That's the masculine's energy. So let's just see what the masculine has to say about this. Yeah, they feel badly about the way that they treated you. They know that you didn't deserve this behavior. And that's just what I keep getting here, is that the masculine sold out to his fears. He sold out to his fears. He sold out to what everybody else thought. And he feels badly that he did this. He knows that you didn't deserve to be treated that way, but he did it anyways. He sold out. He took the easy route. He didn't deal with it. He didn't handle it. Okay? That's just what I'm getting here. So that's what he has to say about this. What else? We have solitude. What does he have to say about solitude? He can't seem to find the right words to say to you, so he is just going to stay away and stay in a state of solitude at this time. So that's just kind of where the masculine is feeling safe this week. So maybe the masculine isn't trying to make any kind of contact, or he's not trying to make the wrongs right this week, but he certainly is in reflection mode, really, really thinking about it. So why don't we go ahead and move into the feminine's energy? What does the feminine want to say, or what is she thinking in regards to the masculine? And what is her biggest fear this week? We have paused. You know what? It seriously, it can't be any more perfect. The feminine already had the pause card, which is the Hanged Man, taking time to observe and pause and stillness. So this is very interesting how it keeps coming through. What does she have to say about this pause energy? She still loves you, even though she's not actively trying to make something happen with the masculine. She still loves her masculine. It doesn't mean that just because she's not fighting for it, or she's not fighting against the current anymore, that she doesn't love her masculine. This just has to be her energy. This energy is healthy. This energy is an energy that is actually helping the feminine at this point with her connection. So let's go ahead and take a look at the shadow. Uncomfortable. So what is the feminine uncomfortable about? She's uncomfortable about how the connection still affects her. So our connection still affects me, and I'm uncomfortable by that. So it could just be that the feminines, they're just feeling a little uncomfortable when it comes to why they're still so affected by this connection, why they still feel it, why they can't seem to let it go. So for some feminines, it could just be at this point, like it's just a disruption, or it's an uncomfortability in my life. I would like to either move forward, or I would like to not feel this connection anymore. It still affects me. And some people could just be feeling uncomfortable at this point. Let's get another message. Yeah, see, there is a mirroring going on here. It already came up with the lady in the mirror with the masculine, and now we're getting mirroring here. What does the feminine have to say about mirroring? Something is still missing, and I'm trying to figure out what that is, okay? So mirroring, she's trying to figure something out about herself. She's trying to look in the mirror. She's trying to figure out what it is that she either needs to do, or how she feels at this point, or how it's all going to roll out, or what effort she's going to put into the situation. She's just trying to figure out. And I just kind of feel like what she's trying to do at this point is she's trying to mirror back to her masculine what it is that she wants from the situation. But the thing is, she's not doing it in a pushy way. She's just letting go. She's living her life. She's doing her. And by doing this, I kind of feel like this energy is helping the masculine to gain more clarity. That's just what I'm getting from that card now. So something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. The feminine's still trying to figure some stuff out too. She's still trying to figure out why this connection still affects her. Even though she knows why it still affects her, she's still trying to figure out what she's going to do moving forward, how all of this is supposed to roll out, what this all means, what the future holds. But again, she's not trying to be in that energy to where she needs to know. She's just trying to let go and just kind of see what happens. Whatever's meant to be will be. That's what I'm getting here. Very interesting. So why don't we go ahead and take a look and see what is the likely energy that the masculine is going to take towards the feminine this week. Even though we kind of see that the masculine may not be quite ready to bring forth any kind of major energy, let's just see what he wants. What does the masculine want with his feminine at this particular time? What is the message there? What does he want with this feminine? What does he want to happen with this feminine this week? This right here is the Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. What does he want this week? What does the masculine want this week with the feminine? He wants renewal. So there's that Judgment card, you guys. So now in this reading, we have had the Justice card, we've had the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Judgment card now. So all three of those cards, I said earlier, that there's definitely something about karma. There's definitely something about making the wrongs right. There's apologies at hand. There's wanting to renew this cycle. So again, we've got review and evaluate. That is exactly what's happening for the masculine. He's evaluating the past. He's reflecting on the past. He's thinking about his actions that he took towards this feminine. And he's thinking about it. He's thinking about how to move in a new direction with this feminine, how to go into new energy, close the old, go through the new doors. Yeah, how to come into unity, how to bring her stability, how to bring her a more committed relationship, connection. Maybe before he couldn't do that. This is the Hierophant's energy. It's about coming together and basically bringing her truth, bringing her justice, acting with more integrity than maybe he did before. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this is wanting to come in union with his feminine, you guys. So I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but this is what your masculine wants this week. He's really feeling the feminine's energy. I saw it from the very beginning, and he's really wanting to unify with his feminine. He wants to renew this connection. That's what I am seeing here, you guys. I'm sorry, I can't make it up. There it is. You guys see it. So yeah, that's what your masculine wants, feminines. Okay, so let's go ahead and look and see what you want this week. What does the feminine want this week? Well, she definitely wants something to change. This is the Tower's energy. She's experienced this connection. It's changed her life. It's changed her views. She's done the work, and she wants some sort of significant change. That's what she wants. Interesting. We have the Moon. She also wants to rely on her intuition. She doesn't want to hold back. She doesn't want to be in the dark anymore. That's what it is. She wants this dark period where it's unknown, where people are just kind of like still maybe holding on to their feelings or hiding their feelings or remaining in the dark. She wants to come out of the darkness. She wants to clear this energy. Yep, and she wants to come together. You guys both want the same thing. You guys both want to come into unity when it comes to this connection. You want a brand new cycle. You want a fresh new start. The card after the Moon is the Sun, which means brand new life, energy, coming out of the darkness, going into the light, illumination. Let's get this thing going. So I feel like the feminine and the masculine both want the same things this week. And the action that they may take towards one another is a little bit different than what they want. But that's just kind of how things work. What we want and what we are going to do are two different stories. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get some signs from Spirit and also some advice from Spirit on what we can do in the meantime. So this is going to be for the masculine. So what signs are going to be with the masculine this week that have to do with this connection? And let's go ahead and tap into, this is the signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Let's go ahead and tap into, wow, these two just wanted to pop out. I wanted to take three though. This is about the connection. This is about what's popping up for both the masculine and, see, oh my gosh, I'm telling you guys, there's some kind of energy where people want to come back together. But we've got to purge, and we have to work on ourselves. And yeah, so I just wanted to get some energies of what the masculine and what the feminine are kind of feeling and picking up on and seeing this week when it comes to all of these things. So when it comes to self-worth, what is the masculine getting? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. This is like sacral chakra energy. Orange is also about enthusiasm, excitement and warmth. This is definitely like sun's energy. You see the sun, it's like coming out of the darkness, feeling alive again. And I'm just really feeling like the masculine is feeling really good this week. He's not only reflecting, but he's starting to feel some energy where he's feeling like he can possibly do something. What about the feminine? Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. We've had the world now show up like 3 times. So this is about the completion of a cycle. She's ready. She feels like she's done the work. Now, she doesn't feel like maybe everything is just 100% complete, but she wants to complete this cycle. She feels ready. She feels good. Now let's go ahead and see purge. We have the spirit realm. The spirit realm is actually encouraging the masculine. So this is going to be spirit guides, passed over loved ones, really helping the masculine to purge this energy so he can ascend and come to the light. That is really beautiful. So we have a lot of spiritual help around the masculine this week when it comes to purging and letting old energy go. What about the feminine? We have crucify. So this is an energy here of being a little afraid to basically express our emotions or deal with our emotions. We're afraid we're going to be crucified. We're afraid of the pain that is going to ensue if we really, really envelop or open ourselves up to these emotions that we know we need to process and purge. So like I said, the feminine is really looking to get rid of old energy, okay? So a cycle is trying to complete, and that might be one of the reasons why the feminine is kind of in that observe mode. She's in that pause mode where she's not really trying to push right now, is because maybe she knows that she still has a little bit of work to do. So that's why I said when it comes to her self-worth, she does have to let that last bit go. Whether she was crucified by her masculine or other people, judgments that she's placed on her masculine, whatever this is, she's got to let something go this week. And it doesn't mean that it's just this week, but she's really got to face something this week. And then now we have return. So what is the energy that the masculine is holding when it comes to return? Oh my God. Okay. So this masculine might be seeing 1111, but the thing is, even if he does see it, is he going to know what that means? Maybe, maybe not for some, but there's a spiritual awakening happening. The masculine has some sort of an epiphany, some sort of an awakening, some sort of a shift happens with the masculine this week that tells him that he is on the right path, and that right path leads back to his feminine, you guys. That's what I'm seeing here. I know it sounds like a fairy tale, but it is what it is. But we have, it's hidden from you, divine feminines. You can't see it. You just don't feel it. Maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you feel like it's on the horizon. It's something that, is going to happen sooner than later. And there might be others of you that are just like, I just don't see it. I just don't see how this masculine is feeling this way. I just don't see. There's a lot being hidden from you, feminines. Your masculine is hiding this from you. So you're not aware of this energy. He's doing a really good job at hiding his feelings from you or hiding the fact that he's sorry for what he's done. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with the masculine on a very deep level that you're unaware of. So it's being hidden from you, unfortunately. And also the return of when your masculine may return to your life is also being hidden. Why? Because I get this question all the time. If and when someone's going to return. Are you kidding me? If it were that easy, if life were that easy and we had all of the answers, we wouldn't do shit. We wouldn't try to do anything to better ourselves or keep moving forward. We would just sit around and wait for the payday. So that's not how life works. So a lot of people want to know the future, and I'm just like, wait a second. Why do you want to know the future? You're like taking the whole experience away from not only yourself, but maybe the other person as well. It's kind of like smelling the roses and enjoying the journey along the way. It's like that's a part of it all as well. We don't just, it's like instant gratification or what people want, or they want to know if something's going to happen, so they'll put the work in. Life doesn't work like that either. So the return of this connection is being hidden from the feminine right now. You can't see it for a reason. You're not meant to know whether it's going to happen or not. You're not meant to, but it's a part of your spiritual journey. It's a part of your path. You have some work left to do when it comes to this masculine, and this masculine is currently in some sort of a mode with you where he is really thinking about this connection, and he's really thinking about what he wants to do about this connection. But again, you may be unaware of it. It's supposed to be hidden from you. You're they're not supposed to know this for whatever reason. Maybe if you did know this, you wouldn't be inspired or pushed to keep working on yourself or something like that. So things are happening this way for a reason, you guys. Things are being veiled for a reason. It's all a part of this. It's all a part of this path. It's all a part of this return. It's all a part of this connection and how things are going to roll out in the future. That's pretty amazing, you guys. That's really amazing, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some advice for the masculine. The advice for the masculine, this particular deck here is called the Shirley Serenity cards. Lovely deck that I got from a creator, and she's got an Instagram. I don't know if she has a YouTube channel, but I will go ahead and list all of her information on below. But this is just a beautiful, simple, gorgeous deck. Comes in a box. It's really nice. I love that it has like that silver edge to it. It's very pretty. So what is the energy for the masculine in order to do some self-care this week? How the masculine is going to be working on himself this week. Let's see. And this right here is called the Grace Cards by Cheryl Richardson. How's the masculine going to be working on himself this week? We have service. Maybe just really focusing on work at this time. And we have receive. When we open ourselves up to others, we open ourselves up to the abundance of the universe. So this is beautiful because this is talking about being a service to others. What we give is what we receive. And so the masculine is really going to be in this energy. It's going to be very therapeutic for him this week in order to do so that way this abundance comes back his way and he kind of sees something about give and take. So that's really beautiful. What about the feminine? We have foundation and we have listen. When we feel overly attached to an outcome, what were we just talking about? It's simply an indication that we need to reconnect with our wise self. We need to focus on our own foundation. Yeah, we really want to know how something's going to pan out. But again, we're overly attached to the outcome when we're in that energy. We need to refocus and we need to start just refocusing on our foundation. And I kind of feel like that's why the feminine this week is in that Hanged Man's energy, because it's kind of forcing her to have to get in her own energy, spend time with herself, do her own thing, focus on her, and pull out of that Five of Swords energy, which is that energy of struggling so hard to basically figure it out. Maybe there's, again, for some people, third-party situations. We got to pull out and let other people handle their shit. So that way, when people can figure out what they want, then they'll figure it out. They'll come back. And if they don't, then at least we're taking care of us. But I definitely don't really feel that energy this week. Very heavy. Might be for a few of you out there watching this video, but I really feel like this is a masculine who is not with anyone, and you're just doing your own thing. And there's something that is happening on a very deep soul level when it comes to this connection. Let me get rid of Sharky. I mean, not get rid of her in a bad way, just I got to let her out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some advice from Spirit. Let's go ahead and tap into this Angel Tarot deck again. What's some advice that Spirit has for the viewers that are watching this video? What's your advice for the week? Your advice is the Sun. Hey, this is beautiful. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So stay in the light is what Spirit's saying. Stay in the light this week. Just basically focus on the positive. Focus on your own energy. Focus on things that you can see. Really try not to focus on all that stuff that's being hidden from you. It's being hidden and veiled for a reason. It's just a part of the process. So focus in the light, not the dark this week. That's what they're saying here. And we have the 10 of Cups. This is talking about the outcome of a situation is just going to be absolutely amazing. This is about trustworthy connections. This is about happily freaking ever after, you guys. It's a freaking fairy tale. And then we have the Knight of Air. So the Knight of Air is just about basically moving forward, charging ahead, not sitting around, not waiting around, not living your life. So the World card coming through for the Divine Feminine, I said Divine Feminine, I mean, it's just a feminine energy, is definitely this energy that's saying, hey, it is time to move forward. It is time to put an end to any kind of a cycle that is causing you to feel stressful about this connection. Go into some more energy or go into energy that is a little bit more relaxed and you're going to find a better outcome, because as you guys can see, if you're a feminine watching this video, you can see that the masculine, something's happening to him this week. It's like he's being forced in some sort of way to think about your connection. He can't let go of this connection. Karmically, something is coming through, like the scales are balancing, and there's just not a lot he can do about it. He's having to face something this week. He's having to face your image in the mirror this week. And so because you're letting go, or because you're just kind of relaxing and you're just kind of moving forward with your life, this is now naturally occurring because you're not fighting this energy so much. So, wow. Okay, you guys. So yeah, that's the advice for the week. Looks really good. Everything that is happening looks like it's all happening for a bigger reason. And what the masculine wants with this feminine looks really good. What the feminine wants with this masculine, that looks really good too. What people are going to do about it this week, maybe there's not going to be a lot of action on it, but that's okay, because it just seems like everything is playing out exactly as it should. So we will obviously resume next week and see what happens. So thanks you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.